Gully Brawlers dominate the first round with absolute authority. अपने ऑपोजिशन को एक मौका भी नहीं दिया, कोई चूक नहीं होने दी. इनफैक्ट अगर हम आगे बढ़े तो ये सफर थोड़ा कठिन होता साबित हो सकता है रॉडीज के. लेकिन हमारे पास अभी दो फॉर्मेट और हैं दोस्तों. दो फॉर्मेट की बात अगर कर रहा हूं तो इनफैक्ट हमारा नेक्स्ट राउंड जो है इट्स अ डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट ऑफ द सेम गेम. नाउ इट्स कॉल्ड Brawl Ball. It's a very simple format to understand. I'll explain you the rules right away. It's simple. Take the ball, the opposing team's goal to score. Now, the match ends when either one of the teams scores 2 goals or you reach full time. It sounds simple, but it is equally challenging. अब यहाँ पे इस चैलेंज पे कौन सी टीम खरी उतरेगी? क्या गली ब्रॉलर्स वापस से अपनी विक्ट्री यहाँ पे जमा पाएंगे या ये राउडीज का मैच है? हम जानेंगे इस गेम में, लेकिन सबसे पहले बढ़ते हैं उन्हें कास्टर्स की तरफ.
Well, Vagish, excellent explanation to the game mode here. Brawl Ball is a completely different game mode than what we've seen so far. So this is something that the complete meta changes. It's a ball that you have to take across to your opponent's base. So here, OJ, Tahir, you guys need to tell me what's the overall strategy here now. How do the player picks change in this particular game mode?
It's kind of interesting because Brawl Ball is really fast-paced. The games can end almost instantly if you have complete control of the ball. Some of the most important ones are going to be wall breakers so that you can open up space and just shoot straight into the goal. Some of them are going to be stunners to knock the ball out of the other brawlers' hands, like Shelly's super is really good to not only break walls, but also to knock down the walls out of their hands.
And also, we see a few of the roles in the game. A few characters are really good in Brawl game. I think we can expect the meta being played right now. And also, Morris is really good these days in Brawl Ball. Also, a new character was introduced, which is Rosa. Do you think we can expect a Rosa today, OJ?
It'd be really fun to see Rosa in there. I know she was just released, but just the fact that her super can walk the ball in, it is amazing to see. I love it.
Well, some heroes are clearly better suited to play in this game mode, and the game is about to start very soon. So I want to see how the strategy here changes between, especially with the Rowdies who are actually lagging behind in the score right now. Remember, it's 1-0 in favor of Gully Brawlers, and I want to see some good Desi Brawl that happening right now.
Yes,
and,
that's right. For now, when it comes to Brawl Ball, it's mainly focused on the team synergy and how good they are to play with each other. They need to be really comfortable with each other.
So it looks like we have a new brawler on the map. This time they have Frank on their team. And Frank's super can stun and break their wall, so he's going to be very, very good in Brawl Ball. We have Carl there. He's spinning. When he activates his super, it destroys everything in that proximity and increases move speed. Meanwhile, Jesse has the ball in control. It's good to just hold the ball right now until Jesse's teammates respawn. Right now, the ball is still in control of their lane. They can't push back. Both El Primos have their jumps, but he's jumping away from the ball, and he just broke the walls, making it more vulnerable to the ball being scored from there. Looks like they do have really good control, though. 2 of them are alive, but they won't be able to score just because they are all respawning.
So I would also like to tell you that Frank has another ability where he can go ahead and steal the enemy's super. So right now, we can expect something big out of this Frank, because it's very interesting to me that they've picked up Frank here. And right now, they're just storing out, they're just looking to find an opening so that they can go ahead and attack. And there you go, we see the El Primo being really aggressive. Unfortunately, he was taken out there. And right now, we see a turret being deployed, and they're just going in.
It's very scary right now because Frank doesn't have his super. He's waiting for them to get nearby so he can stun them completely. Look at that jump, knocks the ball out of his hand, and he has control of the ball once again. Rehan going with the ball. He doesn't have enough health to go straight, and Frank uses his super and breaks his own wall, so it is going to be a little bit more vulnerable. He is doing a good job defending because his allies are now respawning. El Primo could potentially walk it in. There's not enough damage. If he shoots right now, there is the score.
Is the first score of the day, guys.
All right, one more ball, and they could take this victory. Basically, once you hit 2 scores, you win this mode.
Just look at him with that super. He's just going in, and
There's
in the
no
middle
way
of
they're going to be able
everyone.
to stop an El Primo at full health from that range. There we go,
There
the
we go,
second
the
score.
second score.
Like
of the
I
day.
said, it's a very fast-paced game. It can happen really fast. Like we saw over the first time, it took a while, but once the walls were broken down, they're able to just go in really fast.
Now, it was really interesting to see Rowdies actually breaking their own wall there and opening up that big gap for their opponents to kind of walk in, because we saw how controlling they were in the beginning of the game. The ball was actually not even crossing the half line that much, and all of a sudden, the walls kind of come down. They get a few kills, and all the players of the Rowdies are spawning in their base, and just gave them the confidence to go in and get those crucial scores. And we only had like 30 seconds left on the clock, so it's good to see that game coming close. But I felt it's pretty one-sided after the first 1 minute. It just kind of became what went wrong at that point? Why after a minute the game was just on the top half of the map?
So right now, what I felt happened there was, well, Frank, I think he was trying to zone out the enemies for his teammates to spawn, but unfortunately, he broke the walls. And
did.
yeah, he did break the walls. And what do you think, OJ?
Overall, they just had really good control, and they didn't have anyone else to stop El Primo. He had so much health, just walking in the ball at the right times when they're respawning, and they just didn't have enough damage to take him out. They didn't have any supers charged, so they couldn't jump on El Primo to knock the ball out of his hand.
And yeah, with this now Gully Brawlers lead with the 2-0 over their opponents, the Rowdies. We do have another game mode left, which is called the Bounty. So we're going to take a small break, and we'll come back with the new game mode right after this.